Lil
Hardy.
And we did that before Lil was mentioned. So that's, you know, sad.
Well, maybe the production wanted us to forget because they gave us this button.
Oh my God, they're in on it.
What?
Dun, dun, dun.
Everyone's trying to undermine him. But no, he played great yesterday. He played Lion. He had like this. He had a couple of 3-man impales, and some of them were ridiculous because he would blink in, not even see the heroes, and then just instant impale on 2 or 3. It was actually pretty sick.
It was in here are his stats and his picture.
He's got the Venge and the Dazzle. Oh, yeah, the Venge at least is up there. He plays a really nice Venge.
Plays Lena at the odd time as well, doesn't he?
We don't really see that many visages anymore, do we? It's a shame.
No,
Not
it's
really.
A lot of bristleback being thrown around. And
It's because they nerfed the cooldown of familiars like 7 times in a row, so you only get like 1 set of familiars a game now, and if they die, they're just dead. You can't get them back.
I know. I've seen
good
some
logic.
people pick it with the Drow every now and then, just as like a little kind of
Very
surprise.
gimmicky thing.
Yeah, but Drow Visage doesn't work in this patch anyway because that lineup needs to win by like 35, 40 minutes when you're your strongest, and then if you lose one high ground push, you lose. Game's over. Even Envy said that. It's just like you can't come back from a failed high ground push.
Okay, well,
I got a new
there you go.
T-shirt.
You got a new T-shirt?
What size is it?
Actually, you should give it to Owen because he might run low on T-shirts.
Oh yeah, you don't have much clothes.
He only has
yeah.
like a little...
So keep me going.
yeah.
And nobody will know what it says. It's just like, wow,
Yeah,
why is
just
this
don't wear
guy
them all
has
at
like...
once.
Really kind of edgy, just
Co on
walking
his
in with
shirt.
one Co on my T-shirt.
What up?
It's
And an
impressive.
underscore.
Or
It's
an
actually, like,
Illuminati.
decent.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
nice
It's not
T-shirts.
bad, is it?
Yeah,
I mean,
it's all right.
Yeah.
hit the town with that tonight, yeah.
So Asus.Polar is going to be facing Burden United. Burden United has, of course, also got some stats that we can show you. As well, they're like we said, they're the younger team here. They are the team that goes for the Phantom Lancer. Owen, what are they going to do?
I think, well, looking back at their drafts, they have a very set group of heroes that they always prioritise around the first picks and bans if the other team hasn't gone into them. It's, of course, your Troll, your Sniper, Angelina, which they really like to kind of prioritise, especially ban-wise. They don't like the other team getting their holds of it. And, of course, the PL and the IO. They're the 2 heroes that they'll go to straight away after the more commonly known kind of Tier 1 picks and bans in this meta. And, you need to be very, very worried if you let them get a hold of those heroes in the first drafting stage,
What I want to see from them is Storm Spirit, actually. Because Aces take the game late, and there's nothing better than like a Storm Spirit late game.
He
Just to
gets banned pretty often though.
Yeah, he
Yeah, he
does.
does.
But if you can get him through the draft, especially with Burden United's like infamous PL ban against them, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You have more space in the draft.
You know what I'm kind of disappointed about? They've not updated the IO win rate, and it still says 0%. And in my nuts, he's not going to be happy about that.
No, he's not.
That's taken away 50% win rate from the lad, and he did a good job on the IO. I mean, the relocates were on
He
point.
got a triple kill.
Yeah.
That was
he
top
got
lane.
an
That
ultra
was
kill.
awesome.
No, yeah, it was a triple
It was a
kill.
triple,
Yeah, it
yeah.
was a triple, yeah.
They were going for this
Yeah.
dive, and they were going on, I think, Come With Me. He was
Yeah, on
playing
the
bench.
bench, yeah.
Yeah.
And Riser's like, nah, we got him, dude. It's fine. No big
All
deal.
of a sudden. He TP'd in with the heal. It was so...
And then everyone was really sad.
What's your favorite player, Andy? Of,
On Burden United.
Burden United, yeah.
My favorite player? Why do
Yeah.
you have to say it like that? Because
Well,
now I
who-
feel like
who do you like
I'm a
seeing-
dad. I can't choose my favorite child.
Okay. Which role do you like most for Burden United? I don't know. Can I just say player? It's not that hard.
We won't
pretty
tell
hard.
the others, Draskell.
I have to really debate
what about
this.
Necroman, like when he played Sniper and that kind of stuff?
I think Necroman, in some of the games, he kind of took the back seat because he played that Slark where he pretty much didn't get anything. He was
They
against
threw him
Tri-Lane.
under the bus.
Yeah, for sure. And I think, honestly, it's easy to say, like Sing, for example,
There's
because he played a
Necroman.
great Tiny, even though the laning phase allegedly wasn't
I'm
great
so
for him,
jealous
but,
of his hair. What's with the Dota players and their good hair?
I don't know.
Because they,
What is it with
I don't
people
know.
and just having hair?
Yeah, I know. I don't know where to get it
Like,
from.
what's up with that? Honestly, he's my favorite because of the hair.
It's a good argument.
Yeah.
Which hero do you hope that he's playing today?
I think if you're going to pick Storm, he's the guy who plays it. You can see it right there.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited to watch heroes like that, like Invoker and Storm and Puck, because these are the kind of big play heroes, if you want to call them that. So
Yeah.
you can make some really cool stuff happen. But overall, I think he's had not really the best time to show how good he is, but maybe they'll give him a chance for that today.
Yeah, they kind of prioritize their other cores a lot more
Yeah.
than him.
Who do you like most, Shane? Or was it Necroman and we just...
Well, it kind of was, but I like Come With Me too, though. I think he played like yesterday when he played his Venge. He was really on point. Like he baited like the. If we had a replay of that thing when he baited the Wisp. Oh my
yeah.
god.
That was really good.
Yeah.
That was like super good.
He was so like he knew exactly what he was doing.
I think like a year or two ago, people wouldn't recognize how good supports actually play and the
Yeah.
stuff that they do because unless you point it out when it happens, people don't even realize it. Like they'll go back over the replay and be like, "Holy crap! Did he actually like do this as a bait, or you know, did he think that this was going to happen before he did it?"
Yeah, when we interviewed him as well, he was saying like, well, when they know they're against a spirit breaker and they know like, okay, he's coming for us. Like they have the ward vision. Like sometimes they'll communicate to each other. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna pretend like I know nothing's going on, and then like his teammates will just be like, "Surprise, motherfucker!"
Yeah, that's happened a lot in this tournament.
Yeah.
People fighting into no vision. What's up with that? Happened like
There's a lot of D-warding going on. I mean, there's Zeus's, Slarks, name them.
True.
But we've seen a lot of Zeus bans too.
We do.
Seems like people are, after the first phase, if Zeus isn't picked, he's almost always banned. Just because you can run him as support, you can run him mid, you can offlane, and he always just free D-ward. So.
And you can keep your draft mostly a secret until the very end because, like you said, you can fulfill multiple roles as well.
Yeah.
He doesn't only have the D-Warden thing. That arc lightning, like you can never miss last hits no matter what lane you're in.
And disable blink daggers
Yeah,
from
exactly.
pretty far away.
1200 range.
Yep.
What a skill.
Skill. I don't even think I need to ask you for your favorite player in Burning United. I think it's pretty obvious. It's going to be Sing Sing.
Yeah, I do like Sing Sing. He's just beautiful. One day I'll meet him. I'll give him a hug, a little kiss on the forehead, and my life will be over.
Over or
he'll
complete?
Kill you?
I was going to say, yeah, he might just
I'll
murder
just
you, but-
explode spontaneously when I meet him. Yeah, he's a good Dota player. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
He really does, and he plays heroes like PL, which normally anyone else plays PL. Someone picks PL against you, you hate them. Sing Sing picks it, and you feel a little kind of fuzzy warmth inside, and you're like, ah.
No, I still kind of hate him. I
Okay.
lived with him for a year, and I still hate him.
You live with Sing Sing for a year?
Yeah, he stayed at the good studio, or good house, I guess.
Did he?
Yeah.
Really?
Him and Wagga. You don't remember the Q-Pad Red Pandas?
Oh yeah, back in the day.
Yeah.
Back
and
in
Jarek
the
as well.
day.
Back in the day.
Back in the day. That was a few years
I
ago.
was so
wasn't it?
young back. No, I wasn't.
Well, you know.
We're the exact same
Sorry.
age.
Yeah.
Like,
I just stopped aging. I'm just permanently old now.
You don't actually sleep. They put you in like a freezer chamber instead of sleeping every night, just so you don't age anymore.
Well, we got 2 players left, and we're kind of running out of time. So let's take a quick look at the next player they have selected for us, which is going to be Shokska or Paris. I believe at some point someone asked him, like, do you want to be called Paris or Shokska? I believe he said Paris.
Okay.
But he's still called Shokska in most of the things as well, so he's both.
Yeah, we saw his mag yesterday in the offlane. He had so much farm.
Yeah.
To be fair, it was a 1v2, I think.
Yeah.
And then the support left later when he was already ahead. So not to take anything away from him, of course. Like, he played a phenomenal game. Just like, you know, got to understand the circumstances.
And
But you
nuts
gotta hype
as
him
well.
up as well.
Dota is a game of variables, Shane. You have to know all of them going into it.
Do you know all of them, Andy?
Well, I mean, if you've already seen the game, then yeah, you kind of know all of them.
And that's Nuts, of course, the IO player of yesterday. We're going to see if that's going to happen again today.
A lot of the big plays were actually down to him.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, his eye was on point. You know, sometimes we see eye picked, and the most of the time in competitive, it's really effective. But sometimes teams that aren't really used to getting him through the draft phase, because I guess some teams kind of jump on the bandwagon. They're like, "Hang on, they've not banned IO.
Yeah.
Everyone likes to pick IO. Let's get it in there," and it just doesn't work out.
Yeah.
But as we saw when they got IO, they absolutely made a huge plays.
I think any of the top 20 Dota teams probably can play Wisp.
Probably.
Because he's been around for so long. Like Come With Me said yesterday in his interview, this hero has been picked in almost every single patch.
There was a game where EG, when Zai was playing on him, I think he went 0-20. Do you not remember that game?
That's not very great.
I think I would have remembered it if I had seen it.
Yeah.
You know?
Did they win?
Who were they
They
playing
didn't win.
against?
They didn't win.
I'm not sure. I can't remember. It was ages ago. But yeah. And then Zai was telling me that they wouldn't let him play Wisp after that.
Well,
I mean, I can't blame them.
The top 19 teams then.
Yeah.
Yep. No, I could
There's
play Wisp.
always one exemption, right? To prove the point.
we're going to soon find out if there is going to be a Wisp. But first, I'm going to tell Lee to pick up his T-shirts and move to the caster desk and the...
But I can I was
Come
gonna
on.
say I can stay,
to
but
go
go.
to.
all right.
We have to go to, because it's time for our guest. Welcome back to the Monster Energy DreamHack Studios. Jesse on the couch. Jesse, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great today. Looking forward to some excellent games. Gonna be a good time.
We got
Thank
you
you,
a
man.
T-shirt.
Yeah.
Did I get a T-shirt too?
I went shopping this morning and got you this.
Really?
Yeah.
Why do I sense that you're lying to me here?
What
Well,
does
I-
it stand for? We practiced in
I
the car.
tried to spell Chessie, but I kind of got... Yeah, I didn't do it great. I just got... Yeah, I panicked and just stopped.
What do you think you can now say is like Chessie and then something great? Oh,
Ostrich. Chessie Ostrich.
I don't even know what that means.
it's like the bird that puts his head in the sand.
Oh, yeah, right. Gotcha.
That's all I came up with. That was
So
the
that's
best I
great.
could- Yeah,
All right. I guess that's a
they're really
compliment.
fast.
They are. You can ride them actually.
Yeah. Yep. Thank
That's
you,
those,
Shiva, for
right?
saving me. Cool.
Yes, Arshid. So today, Burning United, Asus.Polar. What's your thoughts on the match?
I think it's going to be a great game, for sure. I kind of want BU to win because why not? It's a friend of mine.
Oh,
But on the other hand,
Biased.
my brain is telling me Ace is going to win.
Okay.
So we'll see.
And by how far? I mean, so far your predictions not always 100% correct,
Oh.
but you have had the winning team, I believe, correct every
Yeah.
time. So, what do you think for this match then?
I think there's probably going to be, I want to say 2-1, but BU have had such an easy way here. I mean, I'm not going to say easy, but easier than Aces at least. BU's hardest opponent so far has been Complexity,
Yep.
and now they're up against Asus.Polar, who is, in my brain, one of the best teams in the scene. It's probably a top 5 team or something like that, top 6.
Yeah.
They're a really strong team right now.
They haven't played each other recently or at all.
They
even.
haven't played each other ever.
Yeah,
Is that true?
That
Yeah.
is true.
Oh, shit.
that's pretty huge actually.
Yeah.
Like they might have scrimmed against each other. We obviously don't know any of that, but like not playing a team at all is a pretty massive deal, to be honest. Like,
Yeah.
because a lot of it's down to feel and kind of that kind of stuff. You know what they're kind of gonna do. You can kind of
Feel the
judge.
timings, which
Yeah.
in this game is extra important with these late game timings, or perhaps not getting your lanes entirely straight, being ready for when, in this case, I guess Asus.Polar is going to strike if Burning United's lanes are not correct. What do you
Yeah.
think about that, by the way?
What
The,
was
the
that?
lanes of Burning United
Yeah.
have not been really solid in their games they've played so far. I mean, they've won the games, obviously. Both are 2-0, but their lanes haven't been dominating. Do you
Yeah.
think that's necessary in this patch?
Yeah, of course it is. It's going to play a huge deal in this game. I think especially one hero is to look out for in this matchup. That both of these teams have played in the past, but not so many of the other teams. That is going to be Ogre Magi.
Okay.
Because that hero has, huge armor. You can put him in the off lane, you can put him in short lane, you can farm him, you can support him. I think that hero is going to be played in this matchup for sure.
Yeah, both teams kind of play it in different ways, though, don't they? Like Aces played it more as a core, and then Burden United play it on Come With Me usually on the support role.
Yeah, but he really helps you set up your lanes in a way, though, so that you cannot get ganked. That's what FNG said when we interviewed him last time as well, because you put him in the off lane and you can't gank him because he's so tanky.
Yep.
So it's just really, really risky to try to go for him. And then you know where they're going to gank. So if you have a Shadow Fiend in the middle lane, for instance, they might just send ganks for your Shadow Fiend, but you can already predict that they're going to gank him because they can't gank anywhere else.
Do you think it's a good option to go for, like, if Burning United indeed is going to get the IO, if PL and Troll are going to get banned, for example, in the first ban phase, and Burning United gets a hand on the IO, do you feel like an Ogre can actually do something against the IO as well?
Yeah, I mean, Ogre can just kill the IO, right?
Yeah.
If he gets lucky.
I think Aces is going to have a plan against IO for sure, because if they play against the IO, they know that they're not going to play against PL or Sniper.
Yeah.
So if they play against IO, they're probably going to pick like a Disruptor or something. I think they would definitely have a plan.
Witch Doctor as well.
Yeah, yeah.
also.
So they will have something planned out for the IO. I don't think they will just go into it and not have a plan.
Which hero are you looking forward to seeing this match, Shane?
I really want to see Illidan Slack because I actually
Yeah, me too.
really, really love when people
He's
just
great in that hero.
constant aggression.
And he's really active on it.
yeah, exactly, and also removes wards, which encourages more like aggression as well because people make more mistakes when
Yeah,
they
this will be an
know
aggressive game for sure.
vision. Yeah.
Oh, I
And-
really hope it will be in that case. And in that case, Spirit Breaker.
Yeah.
Or is that
Yeah.
too obvious? Because
Nah.
obviously when he's missing... Because it can be also like working counter-effective, right? Because then Spirit Breaker is missing from the map and everybody's really passive. and
Spirit
nothing really
Breaker and
happens.
Slack actually have really good synergy because of the dewarding as well.
Yeah,
And same with
that
Zeus.
is true.
So if they pick them heroes in combination, maybe we'll just have like this massive fighting game.
But then again, both of those heroes kind of want to build Shadow Blade right now too, I think.
Yeah, true.
You could just go for the Blink Dagger on the Slark, but I believe Illidan Stormage almost always goes for the Shadow Blade and just plays constant aggression.
Yeah.
I like seeing Blink Dagger on Slark, though.
Yeah, I like it too.
Then we have... What's the most... Oh, they're both in there. Damn it.
I believe he builds both as well sometimes, but
He
he
can build both,
usually goes Shadow Blade first.
I mean, it also depends who you're up against. If there's going to be a Zeus, obviously you have got some extra detection there.
But you kind of want the Blink Dagger in the later stages of the game anyways, just for the mobility. So even if you have the Shadow Blade, you might just go Skadi and Basher and BKB or something, and then you can just transition into the Blink Dagger in the late game to have both of these
Yeah,
kind of items for
Blink
the mobility.
Abyssal, that kind of stuff
Yeah.
as well.
Well, we're going to find out what these teams are going to pick against each other because we are actually in the draft. So it's time for our first game of the finals of main qualifier 1 for the Asus ROG Dream League. Asus.Polar taking on Burden United.